Hello, I'm David Hughes. Welcome to Your Perfect Body, the podcast of the Esoteric Teaching community. Today's selection is an essay entitled 3 Features of the Absolute Truth. Although the Absolute Truth is one, personal realization of the Absolute Truth is in 3 features: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. There is a very important verse in the esoteric teaching. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajjanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. Learned transcendentalists who know the Absolute Truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11. Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan are the same transcendental object, but as he is seen in 3 stages of realization. A sphere is a 3-dimensional object. But if we project a sphere onto a line, it looks like a line. That's because a sphere is 3-dimensional, but the line is 1-dimensional. Similarly, if we project a sphere onto a plane, it looks like a plane figure, a circle or ellipse, because the plane is 2-dimensional. We can only see it as a sphere in 3 dimensions. So the stage of Brahman realization is impersonal realization, 1-dimensional realization of the Absolute Truth. Impersonal realization is 1-dimensional. Last time we discussed how Krishna's transcendental body is Sat Chit Ananda, eternal and full of consciousness and bliss. 3 dimensions: Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Impersonal Brahman realization is realization of the Sat feature, the eternity feature of Krishna's transcendental body. Paramatma realization is realization of Sat and Chit, or the consciousness feature. And Bhagavan realization is full realization of Sat, Chit, and Ananda, or the unlimited transcendental pleasure of Krishna's personal form. The example is given in the esoteric teaching of the sun globe, and the sunshine. They are one, but understanding the sunshine is less advanced than understanding the sun globe. Similarly, understanding of the sun globe is less advanced than understanding the personality of the sun god, who is the controller of the sun. This is a very nice example. The sunshine, the sun globe, and the sun god are, in one sense, one. But still, the sun globe is less than the personality of the sun god, and the sunshine is less than the sun globe, although they are one. This is called Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva, or inconceivably simultaneously one and different. This Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva philosophy is the philosophy of the esoteric teaching, and it is the logic of spiritual life. So Brahman realization is realization of the Absolute Truth, but it is partial. The Supreme Lord is Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Vigraha means bodily form. He is a person, but he is not a person like us. He is Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the Supreme Godhead. He has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, and he is the prime cause of all causes. Brahma Samhita 5.1. Vigraha means person. So Govinda, Krishna, is a person. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti Shabdyate. There are three features of realization of the Absolute Truth. The first stage of realization, the beginning realization, is impersonal Brahman. The more advanced stage of realization is Paramatma realization. And the ultimate realization is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. There are these three stages of realization of the Absolute Truth, and everyone goes through them. So, when he is called Brahman, this is his impersonal feature of eternal existence. When he is called Hrishikesh, master of the senses, it is his Paramatma feature of unlimited consciousness dwelling within the heart of every living entity as the witness. As it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hridesher Arjuna tishtati brahmanyam sarva bhutani yantra rudhani mayaya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a machine made of material energy. Bhagavad Gita 18:61. Ishvara is the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Ishvara means the Supreme Controller. So the Supreme Controller is Krishna. As we just read, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Every one of us is a controller. We control our body, our society, our business, our cars. But there are different kinds or levels of controller. So in that sense, everyone is Ishvara. But Krishna is the Supreme Ishvara. Supreme means that nobody controls him, but he controls everyone. That is supreme. Here we are the controller, but we are also controlled by somebody else in a superior position. Therefore, we cannot be claiming to be supreme controller. The only supreme controller is Krishna. Therefore, the great saintly persons, beginning with Brahma, have declared that Ishvara Parama Krishna, the supreme controller, is Krishna. He controls even Brahma, Adi Kavaye. In the invocation of the esoteric teaching, it is said, Tena Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. Tene Brahma. He instructed Brahma in Shabda Brahma, Vedic knowledge, Hridaya, through the heart. That is Hrishikesh, or the indwelling Paramatma form of Krishna. Brahma was the first living being in this universe. So how is it that he could be instructed by somebody else? The Paramatma is always there within the heart of every living entity as Hrishikesh. Hrishikesh means controller of the senses. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matak smritirjnanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Bhagavad Gita 15:15. So knowledge is coming from Paramatma, and forgetfulness also. If you want to forget Krishna, Krishna will give you such covered intelligence that you will forget him forever. Tangs tataiva bhajamyaham ye yata mang prapadyate mama vartmanu vartante manushya parasarvasaha. As they surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. Bhagavad Gita 4:11. Krishna is satisfying everyone's desire as the eternal friend within the heart. He knows our every desire. The atheist class, the demons or less intelligent class of men, desire to forget Krishna. So Krishna gives them such material intelligence that they can speak many volumes of atheistic nonsense. But they are getting that intelligence from Krishna. Krishna gives everyone the chance that whatever you want to do, you can do. I will give you the intelligence. So if you want to become an atheist, then I will give you intelligence of how to become first-class atheist. And if you want to become self-realized, then I will give you that kind of intelligence. Buddhi yogam dadamitam yenamang upayanti te tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam.